Hey, what's up, YouTube? JD here, and today we are going to talk about something that I normally don't talk about, but I feel like I should because I feel like I have a lot of experience here. The younger generation, I feel like when I was younger, nobody really gave me the talk, or at least prepared me for what was going to happen after school. So after high school, everything just happens really fast. Okay, no matter what you choose, what career path, it does go by quick. And so I will tell you this: if you're still in high school, enjoy it because it's going to go by so fast. You're not even going to realize. It's insane. And I remember people telling me this, but like everybody else, like any other young person, I'm like, whatever, I'm young.
It's gonna go by slow.
No, it doesn't. In fact, you're depending what you do. So I know a lot of people are going to talk about college. So let's talk about college. Should you go to college? Well, it depends. What do you want to go to school for? What's your career choice? What is it that you want to do? Doctor, lawyer, all that stuff. You don't have much of a choice. You're going to have to go to college, right? But I will say this. Now, if you are going to go to college, but you really don't know what you want to go to college for, your best bet is to do business. Okay. Now, this is coming from somebody who didn't exactly go to a university. No, I went to a community college because that's all I can afford. I got an associate's degree. But it all worked out because I knew exactly what I wanted to do. And I knew I didn't really need a crazy college degree. I just needed something. So I went and got an associate's degree. My career started in my early 20s. And I would say, and you know what? It worked out just fine. I mean, I make six figures. I'm not rich, but I'm comfortable. So that's one thing I will say is to make sure you know what you want to do. Now, as far as a career goes, I will tell you this from my own personal experience. Make sure that you for sure know exactly what you want to do because you will be doing it for a very long time. I remember my father telling me this because he hates his job, always has hated his job. Although he is retiring next year, it is very important to make sure you really know what you want to do. And if you think you know what you want to do, make sure you understand exactly what the job is. Because once you get into this job, you might realize that you freaking hate it, okay? And I will tell you from personal experience that at the beginning of my career, I did enjoy it, but now it's like, it's just become so exhausting, mentally exhausting. I'm physically and mentally exhausted all the time. I work very long hours. I work on holidays. I work weekends. I'm working sometimes 18 hours in a day. I am constantly working. I get called on my days off. I have classes I have to go to. There's always new training that I have to do. It's just a lot. And at first, when you're younger, it's not a big deal. Now I'm in my 30s, and it's like, just beats you down. And I can't stress it enough to make sure you really understand the job, okay? I got into a career, like something I've wanted to do my whole life. So I got my dream job. But it turns out that it wasn't everything I thought it would be. In fact, a couple years into it, I started to really kind of dislike it. Now, there's days where I like it, there's days I don't like it. So what I'm trying to tell you is understand the career that you think you want to get into because you don't really know much about it unless you look into it, study it, talk to people who might be into the job, or who work the job, understand the job, have been doing it for a long time, and get their opinion of it. And that's it. Now, if you really don't know what you want to do, I will tell you this, tech is where it's at right now. A lot of people are going to school and a lot of people are doing tech. It's something that's never going to go away. It's always going to be there. And in fact, it's always growing and growing and growing. It's one of those industries where it will just continue to grow. Now, I do know one thing. Had I invested younger, had I stayed home with my parents, I moved out at a young age. I moved out at the age of 20, which is pretty young. And then I came back because I was with a girl and we broke up. I came back when I was like 21, 22, and I moved out like almost instantly right afterwards. Now, this is right before I started my career, so I wasn't in my career yet. But had I stayed home with my parents, started my career, and saved up, I would have had plenty of money to not only put down on a house, which obviously I have my own house. This is my house, the basement of my house. But I would have been able to invest and get a second house. So what I'm going to tell you is this. Save your money. If your parents are cool with you staying, stay home with your parents for as long as you can and save your money. This is why people are financially broke, because they move out too soon and they buy into something they really can't afford. A lot of these mortgages will pretty much prove you to take more money out than you actually can afford. Now the housing market is insane. My house is worth $175,000 more than what I paid for it now. It is insane. And I only bought the house 8 years ago. Yeah, 8 years ago. It's just insane that much in that little bit of time, my house is worth as much more now. I can't even talk. It's worth way more now than it was then. What I'm telling you guys is if you can stay home with your parents for as long as you can, save your money. Get started in a career early as possible if you can. And the whole thing with the college thing, I do think that maybe going to a university isn't terrible, but you will take on a lot of debt. It's expensive. But if you want the college experience, I'm telling you guys, you only live one time. I mean, I just watched my little brother go through it, and he freaking loved it. He misses it already. And now my other brother's going through college and another university. I didn't get that experience, but I got to see kind of what their experience was like, and it's definitely something that you don't get to do once. And they loved it. He loved it. Now this one here is going to love it, I'm sure. It's like a big party. You get to have fun with other people your age. You guys don't understand how fast this time goes. Next thing you know, you're married and you have kids, and now you're so busy. Like, you will see your friends and you grow apart. The friends that you are with now in high school, maybe even college, I'm not sure how old you are right now because everybody watching this video is a different age, but I will tell you this, you guys will eventually grow apart. I remember when I was a kid, me and my buddies, and I don't know how many people are going to see this video. It's hit or miss with these videos I drop. It really is. And I make all kinds of videos, so you never know. But anyway, what I'm going to say is this. I remember as a kid, my friends would come to my house. We played like Nintendo 64 and GoldenEye, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers. And then like next thing you know, Halo's out. You got like the Xbox. And eventually everybody starts to move out in your neighborhood, wherever you may live. And then your friends and you will start to grow apart. And the next thing you know, everybody gets married and has kids. And you don't really communicate with each other so much. So, I mean, listen, I still game, but I have like 2 friends that play video games. I'm the only one with a PC. They all play on console still. So I don't really have many people to play with. It's crazy how fast the time goes. So enjoy your friends, but understand that eventually you guys will grow apart. I do have, and I think it's a good amount, 4 or 5 friends I'm still good friends with since high school. In fact, I'm the best man at my buddy's wedding that's coming up in like a month. So keep your friends close if you can. I mean, try to stay in contact because you will eventually lose touch if you guys pretty much don't communicate anymore. It's just going to happen. I will also say this. Make sure, no matter what you do, where you are now, make a very good impression. First impression, no matter where you go. And I'm not talking about your boss, just your boss. I'm talking about the people that you work with too, okay? Because they will judge you on the very first impression that they have of you. So if you go and act like a smack ass, or you try to be the class clown, or you're trying to be funny, nobody's ever going to take you seriously. And even though you're young right now, as you get older, they're going to remember you as that class clown. Be motivated, be serious, take everything as serious as you can, but have fun at the same time, if that makes any sense. But basically what I'm saying is, don't make an ass out of yourself. And don't let people talk down to you. I will say this too, make sure you take good care of yourself. Go to the gym, be proactive. I always have gone to the gym since I was 13 years old. I haven't stopped. I always eat healthy, and of course I have snacks once in a while. I'm not perfect, but make sure you take good care of yourself because the stuff that you guys do at a young age will catch up to you later. Heavy drinking, eating like crap, doing stupid shit that you shouldn't be doing, okay? I think you know what I'm talking about, all right? Don't do stupid shit. Avoid it. Don't even hang out with people that do that stupid shit because next thing you know, when you get older, it will affect you later. Make sure you take care of yourself. Don't put bad food in your body. A lot of the stuff today has got all kinds of shit in it. Make sure you read up on the ingredients on food that you guys are buying and the reason I'm bringing this up now because it will catch up to you later. The things they put in stuff like even the food dyes, stuff like that, it's really bad for you. So make sure you just don't do that. Now, the other thing I will say is this. Make sure you guys are trying to, or at least keeping up with your vitamins. And I know, really, well, why do you bring this up now? Because it will catch up to you later. I take magnesium. I take vitamin D. I take a multivitamin. And I take vitamin B16. That's the vitamins I take. Handful of peanuts a day. Or any type of walnut or any peanut or nut. I'm saying all kinds of stuff that everybody, ooh,
He wants nothing in his mouth.
it is great for you. Trust me. It will help you later in life. So make sure you guys just keep up with that stuff. It's good dietary stuff. And like I said, the gym's good for you. So if you guys can work out the gym at least 3 days a week, do it. It's only an hour of your day, and it will help you later. I will say this: make sure you guys are careful with who you date. Make sure you pick the right partner. If you guys aren't working out early, it's never going to work out. I've seen so many times where people get into like crazy fights with each other. They get involved in domestics. Next thing they get restraining orders against each other. You get a divorce. You lose half your marital assets if you guys get married. Be smart with who you date. I'm talking boys and girls, okay? Both of you. All right, understand this. You do not want to get involved in a relationship with somebody who's toxic. I want you guys to really be smart with your decisions because it does matter. And as I was saying earlier, as far as staying home with your parents as long as you can, my biggest thing is this. I mean, had I done this, I'd be a millionaire today. I know I would be. If you guys can get into real estate is where it's at. Real estate always goes up. It never goes down. It never goes down. It constantly goes up. If you can invest and buy a house and rent that out and let it sit, then that's perfect. Because that is the easiest thing to do is buy a house, rent it out, and then eventually sell it. I'm telling you, you'll make so much money, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you can invest into another property, invest into another property, invest into another property. Next thing you know, you have so much real estate that you are 100% going to be a millionaire. So I promise you right now, if you can do that, get into real estate. Real estate is where it's at. It never goes away. It always goes up. Just remember that. Make sure you enjoy the job that you guys get into. Make sure you guys work out. Make sure you guys eat healthy. Make sure you have self-esteem. Take good care of yourself. Pick a great career, like I said. Be motivated. Be dedicated. Make sure you take good care of your family. Talk to your mom and dad. If you have both your mom and dad, you're very lucky. Make sure you answer that phone when they call you because I'm telling you, as you grow, you're going to see people losing their parents in their 20s and 30s, and then you're just lucky enough to have yours still. You're gonna see people that you graduated high school with die, like almost a couple years after. I can't tell you guys how many classmates that I know of that have died already in car crashes. One of them just passed away last year or 2 years ago, COVID. I'm just feel like I should tell you guys this stuff because this time flies so fast. And the only other thing I will say is this: when you get older, things will change. Your mentality, everything changes. I'm telling you, you become a whole different person when you hit the age of 27 because your brain's like fully developed, okay? But I will say this, even after the age of 27, you will change even more. I was a completely different person in my 20s. Can't tell you how many people I've seen from like high school that were absolute like douchebags that ended up turning out to be complete losers. Well, guys, that is the voice I have for you guys. So make sure that, you like the video. Subscribe to the channel for New Year. I really do appreciate it. And really, take good care of yourselves. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.